And then we took the mask back to the place and put it in an alley, and we all pissed on it. Just like some doo-doo.
What the fuck? What the fuck just happened?
How did it culminate in that?
How did we get here?
We were drunk. It was weird. All right. Oh, and we are rolling, and we're fading in, and we don't.
Bro, I wanted some water. Why would you start? What? Fuck it, bro.
All right. Well, we're here.
Just do it. Yeah.
We're here. Welcome to the What's Your Ness podcast.
Easy.
I'm Spenny. I'm joined by my host, co-host Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
And we have a guest today, Mr. Bobby Bianchi.
What's good?
Welcome, Bobby. Good to see you.
Hello.
And today, we're going to talk about a Ness that I think a lot of people may have a lot of experience with or not. What's our Ness going to be today? Alex, what are you thinking?
Today, we chose a Ness. There's a word that ends in S. And we chose this word because it ends in Ness. And this podcast is called What's Your Ness? So it's like...
Imagine that.
Yeah, we fucking had to. So it was a very bold thing of me to pitch this to you. And it was very bold of you to actually agree to doing crazy shit with me.
Uh-oh.
So today, we're going to do BoldNESS.
Yeah, BoldNESS.
Yeah.
There we go. We got a definition of boldness pulled up.
Hold on. And I just want people to understand that bold and bulge is not the same thing. So no, that's only on the OnlyFans, you guys. Not on this episode. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Not on this episode. OnlyFans only. The What's Your Ness OnlyFans is where you can see the bulge. This is where you can see the bold.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to rethink everything I was planning to talk about.
Yeah.
But we're here with Bobby Bianchi to talk about boldness. Let's get this definition up here. This definition has quite a few, and I kind of liked it. So boldness, it says lack of hesitation or fear in the face of risk or danger, courage, refusal to be held back by the opinion or judgment of others, lack of regard for the rules or of propriety or morality, impudence or brazenness. The fact or quality of going beyond the usual limits of conventional thought or action, visionary or imaginative character, and the quality of being visually striking, arresting, flashy, etc. So there's quite a few layers of boldness here.
Yeah,
I
would like to let everybody know I'm officially changing my rap name from Alexander the Great to Alexander the Bold.
Really?
Yeah.
That's official.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's official on the podcast.
Yes, I'm changing it, all the iTunes and everything. I'm going to update them. Alexander the Bold.
All right. So, Bobby, you were stoked about this word, so I think we'll jump right in. How has boldness been a part of your life?
I mean, I think music...
Hold on. We haven't even explained to people anything about Bobby. Let Bobby explain himself first. You just start harassing him with questions and shit.
It's Bobby Bianchi, and we're talking about boldness. That's it. I'm making a bold decision here.
You know I'm sensitive. Why'd you yell at me?
I'm sorry. I was being too bold.
I can do self-summary real quick. Like,
self-summary. Yeah,
I make music.
No. He said you can't do it, so you can't do it.
No, he can do it.
Shit.
No. You said... You just stick to your word.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go.
I think making music in general is kind of a bold idea because it's like a genre, or not a genre. It's like an industry that's kind of designed to have you like push an envelope, and it's monetarily almost designed to make you fail. Like it's very hard to make money in music. The blueprint for music is still the same blueprint that like Soulja Boy made in like 2009 or 2010, where the social media has changed over the years. It's like gone from like MySpace, Facebook to Instagram and TikTok, but it's literally the same. You get a good hook, you get a dance to it, and you fucking pump that shit and hope the algorithm likes it. And a lot of the time it doesn't. No matter who you are, like no matter how much money you have behind you, if you have a label behind you. I mean, labels literally use the blueprint that Soulja Boy made. Like their blueprints weren't working and they had to adapt. So it's really, I mean, you have to be hyped on your shit to do it in general, because it's not a good idea monetarily. Everyone's gonna tell you not to make music. Everyone's gonna tell you to do something else. Like it's so saturated. The marketplace is just like kind of fucked. Yeah. So
And so that's kind of in your self summary. You're a musical artist. You make some songs. We've done some videos in the past, and now you're here discussing the BoldNESS. So yeah, like, do you think BoldNESS? Have you encountered, like, have you had to have a certain level of boldness just to be able to start creating music? Is that kind of like something that you feel is innate, or?
For sure. I mean, I wasn't an artist before COVID. I was working at a cannabis club, and I was yeah. And
I used to have a cannabis distribution company.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was producing music, and artists came through the club. Like Lil B came through the club. A few different artists, and I was like making a lot of music, and I was like, "Fuck, I might as well start trying to." I had always like rapped on my stuff a little bit, sort of like melodic rap, and I was like, "Fuck it, I have so many beats just like in the computer that I'm probably not gonna send to people. I might as well just use those."
Man, I still got a bunch of beats in the computer that I'm not sending to anyone.
Yeah, that's always how it is. Every computer that's owned by a producer is just fucking littered with shit. You have no idea what it is.
And he's better than me. Like, I had beats that I would rap on, and those were the beats I would rap on. Then I had other beats that I wouldn't send to people that I didn't think could do something good on it. So then those beats just kept piling up.
They just linger there. Yeah.
And it's like, I should have just sold the damn beats.
Yeah.
There's still time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, the shit's still there.
Yeah.
Something happens to me, sell them. Sell them all.
Damn.
So do you find the BoldNESS is more helpful or harmful when making music? BoldNESS specifically.
It's honestly, I think the boldest you can be in music, because with the musical instrumental element, you kind of have to be nostalgic to a point, or have it be grounded in a place where people are recognizing the different elements of it. So I think the boldest that you can be is in terms of lyrical context. And even in that space, like, lyrical content and popular music have never been synonymous. They're almost like antithesis to one another. Like if you look at really like good lyrical artists, you got O3 Greedo, Glock 40 Spaz, Jace, Muddy Maya, like a lot of artists that are popular to an extent. And then you have like really, really popular artists like Cardi B is lyrically like atrocious, even though she has writers.
Hey.
You got you got Lil Pump. I know you're not gonna be hey-aying Lil Pump. You got
no, but I will fucking
Blueface.
Cut the podcast off right now if you diss Cardi B one more fucking time.
You know what I mean? There's always been really popular artists that have almost nothing to say.
No, I know what you mean though.
And I mean, I think the boldest you can be is to have your words be, something that
impactful.
That means some.
Spinny, I got a question for you. You ever seen Ace Ventura?
The pet detective?
No, the dolphin fucker. Yes.
You fucked a dolphin in Ace Ventura?
Hey, it wasn't on camera, but I'm sure he did it.
You know it went down.
It's in the BTS.
Yeah.
Remember he was like talking with his ass?
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Damn. I heard that dolphin vaginas feel very similar to human vaginas.
I heard that like like prongs in it, like, or was that cat pussy? I don't know. One of them did.
I think that's cats or pig. Why does someone know what a dolphin vagina feels like?
Don't ask.
We've been here for a long time. I've heard the sirens.
Too long.
I heard like sirens in the old stories and shit.
Yeah.
They're not actually sirens. Those dudes were actually like fucking manatees.
Yeah, I have heard that. Actually.
Those dudes were out on sea for a long time, and they,
you got to make a bold. You got to make a bold decision.
They found a hole.
That's so weird. I was talking about sirens the other day. That's really weird. Deja vu.
I mean, that's
that means you're in the right place.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep, the synchronicity. We're talking about fucking manatees and dolphins. I feel like it does take a certain level of boldness to to fuck a dolphin.
I'm just saying, no one knows what whale pussy is like. Humans, we need to get up on it. I expect more from you.
Yeah.
I feel like someone does, because the whale wouldn't notice, probably. Our whale dicks are like 6 feet long. Human dicks, probably wouldn't even notice. The whale would just be like...
What are you talking about dicks, bro? We're talking about vaginas. We're talking about animal vaginas.
Yeah, but like about feeling it, like you'd have to like.
You think the whale's
swim
enormous pussy would notice a human vagina even in there? If somebody was just to get up on the bottom of it and just start going?
Yeah, it would love it if I did. That whale would never leave the fucking coast if I hit it.
BoldNESS.
Oh my god. There you go.
Right? It'd just be in the bay. Right? It'd be the Shamu of the bay.
Yeah.
That whale would never want to leave. Like, where's that guy at again? that guy and his meat.
God damn it. Well,
Like that guy's meat.
this is the BoldNESS podcast, and we are talking about bold decisions and bold statements after having sex with a whale. Kind of a slightly off topic, but the same topic. What's your favorite font to use with BoldNESS? Are you like more of a Helvetica guy or like Times New Roman, Arial? Yeah.
I feel like Impact Bold is good.
But Impact's already bold. I was gonna
Yeah,
say that,
that's
but
true.
it's already bold, right?
That's
It's
part
like
of what's
double
so
bold.
good about it, though. But, I mean,
Yeah.
fuck, a paintbrush font with boldness is fire.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like a big, fat fucking brush stroke. It's cool.
What about the Ness culture font with BoldNESS?
I can type with the font.
Yeah, he does do a. Just so you know, if you can understand what he said, he says we have a font and we do it bold.
Yeah, no, sure. But then also, you gotta think about it. It's like, shit, crazy. Shit crazy, man.
All right.
I'm telling you.
Both of you, besides fucking whales, what's the boldest thing you've ever done? Start with you, Bobby. What's the boldest thing you've ever done?
Boldest, not the coldest.
You
feel
can
like
go
this
first. I gotta think about this.
I feel like this microphone's too far away from you.
Let me turn you up a little bit.
No, I feel like it was too close. Too far, man.
Okay, well there you sounds good.
I know. I sound good.
All right.
See, this guy's always hitting on me, man. Like, he's always hitting on me. I don't know why he does this, like, on camera. He doesn't do this stuff off camera, but on camera, he's like always trying to get in my pants. And I'm like, bro, I'm straight. Like, relax.
Well, you're talking about all this whale stuff. It gets me it gets my mind in the gutter. It gets my mind in the sea.
Boldest. What's the boldest thing I've done? Becoming a rapper.
There you go.
Yeah, cause like, I guess I'll put this out. Like, I graduated from high school, right? And my high school girlfriend was pregnant, and then I went to jail. And then the person I went to jail with rapped, and then they let me out first because he had priors. And then when I got out of jail, and then he got out of jail, I started rapping, and I never rapped before. And that shit was tight. And then I became who people know me to be, Mm-hmm. Trunk Boys, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I feel like that was because I graduated high school and I had no idea what I was going to do. And then I ended up being like a part of a legendary rap group out of high school.
Hell yeah.
Randomly for going to jail.
Trunk Boys. I remember that story. So did you ever find out if there were any bitches in Moraga, by the way? I remember that story.
No, I haven't even been back there. But I did find out where Moraga is. Because I didn't know before that night.
That's where our friend's wedding was. The other guy who shot the scraper bike video with us, not the Brazilian, but the other guy who just got married. His wedding was out in Moraga.
Yeah. You talking about bro that was just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of those places you could live your entire life in the Bay and never go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And somebody ended up, had me there, and I went to jail. So don't go to Moraga. So if you guys haven't been to Moraga, 0 stars, 2 thumbs down. Do not recommend.
Yeah. It's pretty close. It's actually right. You go up the San Pablo Dam Road over here, and you're in Moraga.
Yeah, right by Orinda.
Yep.
Orinda's another place you probably shouldn't go, but
No.
it's a lot of nice houses in Orinda.
Orinda's so weird. I live with a chick there whose grandparents had like a mansion.
Yeah,
and it just
that's
seems
what
like
I said. They have a lot of nice houses.
it's a bunch of old people who like hate each other, but they want to be isolated from the world and just like bunk up together. It just seems so creepy. They're super rich. There's probably a lot of murders that just go down and no one ever reports it, and they just have a dead body
bro.
in their fucking house.
Yeah, bro. You know what I thought about the other day?
What?
I was like, I had took something to somebody's house, right? And I was like, it was so weird. They opened the door, I gave it to him, and then I left. And I was like, they have bodies in their basement. I came to this
It's a vibe.
I came to this conclusion very fast because when the person opened the door for me to give them the thing, they had nothing on in their house but like a lamp. And then all of their blinds and curtains were closed. And I was like, that's where serial killers are born. In the dark, in the room.
That's fine.
Was it
Isolation.
my house?
No. No,
I mean, we're already in a basement, so you can't really go much lower than this.
But you have something peeking through. Like it was dark in there. Oh. He was left with some very deep thoughts in that place. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can spin this to not a basement. Like what is the 70s living rooms that they used to have, like the dug in or sunk in living room? You could call you could spin this to that.
Yeah.
No, fuck all that. Fuck that shit.
I live in a basement. I'm a basement dweller.
Bobby's fucking dodging, bro. This is the BoldNESS episode, and we want the fucking answers, bro.
Hell yeah,
Bobby.
Boldest
Stop
thing you've
dodging.
ever done, Bobby.
BoldNESS.
Shit.
That you're willing to share on camera, obviously, you know.
No, fuck that. Tell us the shit that's gonna get you indicted. Nah, it's a no snitch podcast.
Yeah.
I was in a 5-way when I was in like my early 20s.
Oh man, high five, bro.
My boy fell asleep because he
Five
was
Guys
too
was
high,
fucking hella good.
and I had to do most of the work. It was chill.
It was your boy and then 3 chicks, and your boy fell asleep.
Yeah.
Did you like draw dicks on his face?
No, I mean that would have been. That's the move that you're supposed to do.
See, bro, you're not bold enough, bro. My boldness. Listen. This is what I would do. I would have had every chick kiss him on the cheek with their labia. I would have got it like real ready, and then we would just press just labia over here, labia, and then cheek, forehead, and then he'd have woke up like.
3
you
different
made
flavors.
salmon?
Yeah, 3 different flavors. Wow.
Did you make tilapia, bro?
Damn.
See, you got
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, you gotta think outside the box, man. Or think inside the box, I guess, huh?
There you go.
So, yeah, you answer the fucking question, guy. The guy that presses the buttons.
Oh god, I have to answer questions?
Yes, motherfucker.
I don't even know. I don't do any bold shit.
That's a lie.
Okay.
We've talked about so many bold things you've done.
I know, but I'm trying to think of something we haven't talked about. And I feel like we've talked about and probably the extent of
your entire life in 1 year.
Yeah.
We've been doing this podcast for 1 year.
Of bold shit, yeah, of bold things. Like I have to go one time. Okay, this was pretty bold. I was in preschool, and you know when you dig in the sand, when you dig in the sand in like the sandbox, and there was like this clay at the bottom, like this like kind of muddy clay stuff. So we would dig it up and we would hand it to people and say it was poop.
Bro, they called that shit Indian clay, and it always felt weird that they called it that.
Like it felt weird for you back then. Were you like, hold on a minute, or was it like later on you were like, wait, why did they call it?
I think it felt weird to me then. I was like, what? Why are we ascribing this to it? The name.
I forgot.
What makes this from India?
Yeah.
Like not even you, but you knew that it was like actually they're trying to say Native American clay, but like why?
Yeah.
It was just a whole thing.
Yeah.
I just forgot about that until you just said that, but that is what they called it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, fuck both of you guys, because I've never heard that shit in my life, so we're going to move on.
Yeah.
Do you ever hang around people who exhibit boldness? Why or why not? Shit, fuck you guys. I've never heard that shit ever.
You've never heard of
No, Indian clay? I've never heard of that shit.
Have you seen it though? Like the mud when you're in the playground under the...
I don't know. Like, I was on
You
the
haven't
monkey
been
bars.
bold
I was doing
enough to-
athletic shit. I wasn't
You haven't
digging
been bold
in dirt.
enough to dig deep enough in a sandbox, bro.
Probably.
Exactly. That's the
Yeah.
point I was trying to make. We were trying to.
But I'm saying I was
to try
saving
to-
all my deep box digging for my adult years.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Hey, you said last episode I wasn't getting enough of the dick jokes out, so
Yeah.
I got a few of them ready.
I mean, hanging out with people who exhibit boldness, probably less so now. I mean, back in the day when you're doing fuck shit, it's kind of fun. But I think it depends what type of boldness.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you always have that person in the group that's, like, the fucking wild card. Like, I had a friend who would, like, when we would get fucked up, he would, like, run down the street next to us just on top of parked cars. Just because he used the fire extinguisher at one point. He put on rollerblades that someone had left at our house and used the fire extinguisher to try and create, like, a propellant device.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, during a house party. And, like, that shit's funny at the time, but then it's like, if you're older, you don't want that fucking type of vibe around you. So it just depends, man. Like,
yeah, I hear you. That's like the crazy bold, though. I mean, yeah, you know, I guess the people that I would hang out with that exhibited boldness back in the day, like, I'm not proud to say it, but there was like this group of dudes who would like drive around and tip porta potties for some reason. And they would try to one up each other with the most like kind of the most bold like situation to tip. And like one time he got completely naked and went out and tipped one like right out there in Berkeley. He just like ran out and tipped the porta potty.
was there like video evidence of them doing it, or
No.
it was just based on
just
you
the
trusting
boys.
the person?
It was just
who was telling
we
you
were
the
all
story?
together when we were doing.
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah. And,
I was about to say, you could just say fucking you tipped a porta potty,
Yeah.
you know, like off a cliff.
Where the
when
fuck
you're...
are you guys living to find this many porta potties to even make this a regular thing?
Berkeley.
People are always building onto their houses and shit.
Yeah.
It seems plausible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, I would never do anything like that, and I'll never name any names, but there was a lot of porta potties that were tipped. But yeah, that was like that crazy, dumb, kind of bold.
The type of boldness that I like to be around now is more so like in the definition, it was saying like having opinions that are like, are going to be judged poorly almost.
Yeah.
Like shit that goes against the norms. Like there's a lot of real, if we go back to music, there's a lot of real popular shit that I really fucking dislike. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are a good example.
You don't ever wanna feel.
Dude,
like you
every
did
song
that day.
culminates at some point in ding dang donga dinga California. It's like the Beatles, bro. I can't stress
You don't
how
like the Beatles?
I dislike the Beatles
Bro,
so much.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
I know.
Can we say that on YouTube?
No.
I know my dad's going to disown me after he sees this podcast. He's a big fan of the Beatles.
At one point when I was a kid, I heard "While My Guitar Gently Weeps," and I was like, imagining the situation, this like Liverpudlian dude in a mansion,
Liverpudlian.
and he's playing a guitar, but he's also writing lyrics about playing the guitar. It's like the least imaginative like thing you could be doing. It's like,
they
I'm
have more
playing
songs than
the
that, though.
piano. And then he's like, obviously as a newspaper, he's like, Hitler playing my guitar, Ho Chi Minh playing my guitar. It's just like, bro, like, fuck. And then there's the SpongeBob song, Octopus's Garden.
Oh yeah.
That's not good.
Well, that's Ringo. That was like that was the one they were letting.
That's
Ringo write
fine, but
shit.
then even the dudes who are like, they like shout out as being like good, like the melodies and shit, the musical qualities of the Beatles are good. Like I'm not gonna debate that, but Let It Be is not good lyrical content. It's not good messaging. What are you letting be? There's like genocides and shit. Where you're just gonna. The words of wisdom in the song are "Let it be." Like, bro, why? Who's
I don't know.
Apathy
Maybe,
anthem.
I've never heard this song, but maybe they were just saying, control what you can control.
I mean, shout out that, but like, let it. I don't know. Let It Be just doesn't seem like good messaging. And I mean, dude, even John, like, this shit is not relatable to most people. He just talks about old, sad fucking dad type vibe type shit. And it's like,
I'll speak to that, bro. I'm gonna say this. You say let it be is it's not good advice, right? I'm gonna give you a story.
Okay.
It's story time with Alex Ray. Okay.
I love it.
So, I'm not gonna tell the full story. I'll just tell this part of it. Me and my cousin end up somewhere without a car, messing with some chicks because their parents are out of town.
Bet.
Somehow, I end up on the floor and my cousin's in the bed with her cousin. I don't know how that fucking happened, but it cost me money because I had someone drive us out to this far away land to get to this particular piece of feline. And and so I was young at the time. So I'm on the floor. I'm like pressing up on her. Like, I did not come out here for hugs.
For nothing.
And this young lady gave me advice that I still use to this day.
Okay.
While I'm pressing her, you know, like I said, I don't take anything. It has to be given to me, but I am putting my moves on to let her know that I'm ready if she's ready.
Uh-huh.
And she so poetically, so softly, and so beautifully turned to me because I'm behind her and said, "Let it come to you."
It sounds like a Summer Walker lyric or something.
Call me when you need some. Call me when you need some.
Yeah, I love it. That's all funny.
Yeah. So and that's what
in that context. Let it be. I like.
Okay, but look it. Also, I will say. Also, hold on.
That one up.
Hold on. Listen. I'm going to put this in context for everybody that's listening. I've never heard this fucking song, so I don't even know the fuck he's referencing. It's probably an ass song. I'm just gonna say that. Song's probably fucking trash.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
I'm telling you, I don't know any Beatles songs.
I like the one where he's like,
"That's what I mean, though." Like,
he blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice that the lights had changed. I don't know. They got some good.
That's a lie. That is a bar and a half.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, though. It's always depressing.
I know. Yeah.
Fuck.
Look at all the lonely people.
Where do they all come from, bro?
No, but I think it was the time. When were the Beatles hot?
60s, late 60s, early 70s, right?
Yeah, wasn't that wartime?
Yeah, it was Vietnam. It was like Vietnam.
Yeah. So like that's like that was like the vibe.
That was a sad time. That's true.
Okay, so
you like the Rolling Stones?
I like the Stones.
Okay, so you're Rolling
The
Stones
Stones were hard.
Yeah. I really like that Brett song, Rolling Stones. Yeah, that's a pretty good song.
Which one?
Brett Fayez. I don't even know how to say that man's name.
Brett Fayez, you said?
That guy, yeah. Here's a Rolling Stone song, and it's really good. I agree with you guys. Rolling Stone song is good.
I think the shit a little bit. I mean, the shit that was going on at the time, you have like way better artists. Not to be like a hater, but
Jimi Hendrix
like, Jimi Hendrix. You got like Al Green, Marvin Gaye, and then later on you have the disco is fucking hard. Disco, you don't even need good lyrics, to be honest. Like, it's almost better not to have super crazy lyrical content.
A couple lines, some flashy lights. And
it's made
bada
for
bing, bada boom.
Yeah, exactly. It's made for people who are like coked out, like not really trying to think about much.
So to answer your question, Bobby, yes, I do like to hang around bold people that think differently. I do. Thank you for asking me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh man, see, I like this guy. We gotta bring him back, man. I've been trying to find somebody to trade Spinny in for, and I think you're looking for the job, bro.
Shit.
I think you're looking for the job.
He
bro.
does live like right around the corner, so. But he might be moving away. I don't know. Well,
I'm down to Me and wifey were thinking about going to Florida to make the money stretch a little more, but But shit, I'll be down to come back on this shit. I watch your guys' Instagram, like the clips and shit, and I like that you just say whatever the fuck. Like, I feel like it's so many podcasts that it's very like, I know what the topic is going to be every time, and there's not a lot of it's just on the same fucking wavelength the whole time.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
You never know what the Ness is going to be here.
I love that.
And that's really why, part of why we started this, you know, it's like, one thing that I feel like the world is missing a lot is authenticity.
Yes.
And one thing, like I said, you might not like everything I'm going to say, but I mean it. You know? Mm-hmm. And like, even if it's a joke, like I meant that joke was supposed to be funny. It's like, oh, you didn't find it funny? That sucks for you. Like, I'm not going to say something and then be like, oh, well, I apologize. No, I said it. Like, shit. You're perfect? Like, are you fucking perfect, huh? You fucking perfect guy? Oh, well, shut the fuck up.
That's part of the beauty of this topic, too, is because there's so much, like, pretension and, like...
PC faking and...
passive aggression. Passive aggression is so weird. Like, tell me what the fuck you're really feeling. Like, why are you about to make a weird joke and hope that, like, if I notice that you're being passive aggressive, I will go straight to hell. Like, I will say some very openly aggressive shit
Very
to
bold
you.
shit.
It's not really like
yeah.
you know what I mean?
I don't know if you heard this on the podcast, but that's where my phrase "lick the left side of my balls till it get right" came from. That was really a phrase about people like having an issue with me, and it's like, if you don't like it, you know what you can do? The left side.
Bro.
Until it's right. Okay? Just keep going. Just keep going. Because that's how long it's going to take you for me to care.
The thing that's crazy too is like people will have an issue with someone and they won't say anything in front of them.
Yeah.
You'll be in situations where people are like, "Oh, that guy's coming over. I don't like that guy." But then when they get there, the person
it's like, hey, Bobby, how you doing?
Yeah, and it's just like, what? They said what
Damn,
about
Bobby?
me?
Yeah.
They said what about me before I got there? What the fuck?
No, I always, if that happens, if ever I'm in a scenario, I'm like, oh, this fucker's coming. I call people on their shit, like, immediately, but then I'll let them know it's all love. Or maybe I won't. But generally, it's like, oh, I see why you did that. But yeah, no, that back underhanded, just, like, creeping around and being like...
There's so much more of that now than I feel like there used to be.
It's better to just be bold. Be bold.
Maybe because it's more guns. People are way less likely to like really talk some shit or fight people. There's way less fighting now because there's way more guns. So you're way less likely to actually like if you beat someone's ass, like really beat them up, like there's a chance
a pretty good
something
chance.
else is gonna happen to you later on.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm super stoked on these Ness Culture cock warmers. I only ordered one, but they came in a pair. They gave me two. Do you want one of these cock warmers?
Bro, those are socks. They're not cock warmers. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. I was joking, dude. Of course they're socks. I'm not like a weirdo or anything.
They're actually soft as fuck. And they're like thick. I hate when socks are like thin. Bro, you feel like you're gonna like bust through the heel and shit. These are fire. I love these.
Hey, Spinny, the barbecue's ready, man. Hot dogs, hot links. Whoa.
Hot links, eh? I got your hot link right here. And you're telling me this isn't a cock warmer.
Wow.
Yeah, they're also cock warmers.
Yeah, they seem pretty warm. I might have to test it just cause.
I used to rap, right? Mm-hmm. And because I used to rap, I used to rhyme. I was fucking good at it.
Love that.
So I'm about to drop a bar for you, bro.
Let's go.
I bet.
Do we get bolder as we get older? Bars.
Who's the lyricist on that?
Man, it's bars.
Barred it.
I mean, I think it's definitely a different type of boldness. Because once you've like gone through more shit and you've like really experienced everything there is to experience in a situation that might be like outside your normal comfort zone, it's like a lot of the time then you kind of are just like, okay, I know what that's like. I don't have to go to that extent again.
Yeah, like you said, I think it as you age, those different definitions of boldness, it's like you utilize this differently.
Yeah,
you used to be wild to show your boldness. Now you're kind of you see it all happening and what it's for. So your opinion is probably not PC, but you're older and it's like I'm not here to, sniff everybody's ass. Like I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. You wanted my opinion, no, it's not your opinion, but this is my honest opinion.
Yeah, there's so many layers to also what we were talking about. Like, there's so many layers to boldness. Like, you know, there's like the just basic bitch, basic bitch type boldness where you're just fucking doing some fucking
Fire extinguisher people.
Yeah, just wilding out.
Yeah.
And then there's like genuinely like like what we were talking about, just having an opinion that's just like, fuck, I know people aren't gonna like this opinion, but I'm down to say that shit because that's really how I feel. I feel like that's much more so like I probably, you know, wouldn't have, my previous self would have I would have probably had, you know, a different type of boldness that I would exude back in the day. It was like risk-taking type boldness, but in terms of like I didn't know myself that fucking well. Like I was dumb as fuck.
It's like your boldness
until like
is developed. It kind of you have more experience, and so your boldness maybe takes on more of like a quiet boldness or like a not as having to just
your boldness became more refined.
Especially like as dudes, I feel like we're so dumb until we're like in our fucking like 25, 26 is when your like brain is supposed to fuse the two like hemispheres.
I'm still waiting for mine to fuse,
bro. But I mean like the relative levels of like what your knowledge of self are changed so drastically at a certain time point where you're like, you know, the possible consequence of doing specific things, and you're okay, I'm here now. I don't have to.
All right, Bobby, stop. I gotta stop you there. I gotta stop you there right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
So, this is the What's Your Ness podcast. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you know what podcast this is?
Yep.
Okay. So, as you know, me and Spinny, we get fucking deep on this shit, man. We talk about the real issues that affect the people. Mm-hmm. And you're here, so we want your opinion because we value your boldness.
Okay.
So I need you to be 100% honest with me, okay? I want our fans and everybody watching to know.
I feel a weird question. Do it big.
No. We don't do weird shit on this fucking podcast.
Never done anything weird on here.
Nothing. We don't do that fucking weird shit, yo. So,
all right.
You ready, Bobby?
Yes, sir.
All right. Would you prefer a peekaboo or a Pikachu?
Think about it.
Yeah.
I feel like a Pikachu, but I'm gonna need a.
Let's go.
Definition.
Let's go. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Can you fake boldness? Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you answer questions right there. Bobby's killing it. Bobby's fucking killing it.
I mean,
Bobby's fucking killing it.
I definitely can. I mean, I feel like a lot of that wild shit we were talking about. Also, we did skip. I did want to ask you guys about. I think you kind of talked about your friend doing the wild shit with the fire extinguisher, but I want to ask about what's one of the boldest things you've ever seen one of your friends do, without going into too much.
Boldest thing I ever seen one of my friends do.
Yeah.
We were in downtown Oakland. We just left Candy Shop. We were chilling, partying. We all let out. So it's like a bunch of people from like East Oakland, West Oakland. I'm from North Oakland. I see some of my people out there. And somebody I know. That's how I want to word it. Somebody I know.
Yeah, that's how I want to word it.
Somebody I know. We were all chilling, and they saw somebody that they know. And like I said, we're all in downtown Oakland on 14th and Broadway, right?
Oh, shit, okay.
And then all of a sudden, people start fighting. And the person that I know saw that the person that he knew was getting, like, jumped, kind of.
Oh, okay.
So the person I know pulled out a gun and shot in the air. And I was about to run until I realized the person I came with has the gun. So now I'm just like watching his back to make sure no one tries to like snake him and shit like that. And everybody's running and shit. So that was one of the boldest things. Like, yeah, we were out there and like I said, that's the first time he like fired off by me. But like, we were just, like I said, he always had it on him, but that was the one time, that was like the first time he had to use it. And like I said, it helped his friend. His friend was like getting jumped and everybody ran after that, of course.
Cleared the room.
Yeah. So yeah,
He wasn't shooting at anyone. He was
no,
just like,
you just everybody go home.
yeah.
Shit used to get kind of crazy in that area on Broadway.
Yeah,
It's an area that I've yelled World Star a lot of times.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, as a trunk boy, we used to be out there.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be cats from Burnout out there, a bunch of East Oakland cats, West Oakland cats, like, and we
That
knew
area
people
was
from
fun as
everybody, from everywhere, because you know we the trunk, and that's how we was. You know, so you know, and that's why. That's one of the ways, like, that era is one of the reasons why everybody thought the Trunk Boys was like 30 members. It's because it'd be like 3 of us going out, but then one of us is from West Oakland, another one is from East Oakland, I'm from North Oakland, and then it's like we're going out and everybody knows us from the Cupcake song, so then we start to, it'd be like, oh, what's up, Jamal? I say, what's up to my homie Jamal, and then Jamal's like walking with us, and Jamal had 2 people with him, so now we're all walking together, and then our other trunk boy see somebody he knows, and then his homie is walking with us now, and he had 3 people with him, and then we end up walking to something 20 deep when it was really 2 trunk boys, 3 trunk boys.
Yeah, that shit would happen a lot too in that area too, because you'd see a lot of the same people.
Yeah,
there were sideshows in that area back then too. That shit was so fun. That area, like, it's not that it's that different, but it's pretty different at this point.
Yeah. No, like I said, because we used to be outside. Like we was out there walking around chilling, like trying to figure it out. And then the dope thing about it is, like I said, we were young. A lot of us didn't have cars and stuff yet. Mm-hmm. So all the major bus lines. So if I needed to get back to North Oakland, I had to catch the bus right there on 14th Broadway. If you needed to get back to Deep East Oakland, you had to catch the bus right there on Broadway.
Yeah, that bus stop.
If you needed to get to Richmond,
anywhere.
right there.
Yeah.
14th and Broadway. You can get wherever. After we enjoyed ourselves, we could all get on the bus and get back to whatever side of the Bay Area we needed to.
Yeah.
From 14th and Broadway.
I feel like also that's the, like, to bring it back to do you like being around people who are like exhibiting certain types of boldness? Like, that's that time period where that would be fun as fuck. Now I have like
anxiety.
My anxiety. I have my fiance. I don't want to be around like guns popping off and fucking. Like, I'm down to watch people fight if I'm far enough removed from it that nothing. I don't have to do some shit.
So we're going to Vegas. Sounds good. We're gonna get some cheap seats. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, you know,
can't be too fucking close.
Yeah, let's get up in the nosebleeds. Not that type of nosebleed, but yeah. I think. I mean, for me, I just got reminded of a story of one of the Brazilians, the loud one, when we were in Santa Cruz on Halloween. I was out drinking, and the other Brazilian was there. We were waiting in line, and he was like hitting on these chicks in line, and he was like making fun of their Halloween costumes because they were dressed up as Mario and Luigi.
Some chicks?
Yeah. Yeah.
They have mustaches? Little fake mustaches?
They weren't fucking naughty nurses or bumblebees?
Yeah, no, they were Mario and Luigi overalls, and Brazilian's like, that's a stupid costume, like, and they're like getting mad at him. We're like waiting in line to get burgers, and then this like freaking 6'5" fucking Viking dude turns around and because they're like, hey, this guy's being mean to us, and he's like, the fuck you say? And starts getting up in our faces, and
what?
And then our buddy is just like, he was like, oh, there's some costumes, and he's like, you need to get the fuck out of here, take a walk. I was like, no, we're waiting for our burgers. He's like, starts getting up in his face, and I just like have my phone out. I just got, this is my first iPhone, my first smartphone. I've just gotten it like 2 weeks ago.
Love that.
And I'm holding it, and I'm just like holding my phone. I'm like, bro, we're waiting in line for a burger. I think it's not a big deal. He like comes up, slaps the phone out of my hand, and it cracks the phone screen. I'm like super pissed. I'm like, god damn it, I just fucking got this thing. It's fancy. So I like fucking stand to the side, and I start to try to film him because I'm drunk. And then this other dude, this like shorter but like hella huge Mexican dude with a Jason hockey mask, is like, oh, you filming my homie? You snitching? Like, you want to get fucking stabbed? Like, da-da-da.
What? Yeah. What is going on?
This is in downtown Santa Cruz, Halloween 2011. And so I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Like, no. So I walk away. I'm pissed, bro. And then I'm like, I was pretty tequila drunk, and I was like talking to the other Brazilians. I'm like, dude, this fucking guy broke my phone. I didn't even do anything. I was just standing there like, I'm gonna fucking sucker punch this fool. I don't care that he's a fucking giant buff fucking football player looking ass dude. Like, and tall ass like Nordic dude, like I don't
Nordic.
know. Yeah, yeah, it was like super like intense, bro. And he had this clown mask but he wasn't wearing it at the time, but it was like on his head. It was like a clown mask with this orange hair.
Just sucker punch Thor.
Well, I was planning on it, and I was like following him, and then my buddy, the other Brazilian, the loud one, saw that I was doing that, didn't want me to get killed, so he runs up ahead of me, snatches the mask off the guy's head, and runs back down the street, and then I'm on the sidelines, like seeing that, and he starts chasing him, so then I'm like running alongside them, like kind of in the middle of the street, and he really did that, and then he goes. And the guy's like, this guy's like much bigger than him. He's much bigger. This is like a huge dude. And Brazilian stops like right in front of where like there were a bunch of cops that were stopped because it was like the streets were shut down. So he like stopped. He's gonna go to the cops, but he stops like right near them. And like hella people are looking because the guy comes up and shoves them, and it kind of it gathered a crowd. And he's just like, what? Oh yeah, you gonna do something? You gonna do something right here? Go ahead. But like, he's like, give me back my fucking mask. He goes, no, you broke my homie's phone, so I'm taking your fucking mask. And the guy's like, whatever, fuck you. And then we took the mask back to the place and put it in an alley, and we all pissed on it. Just like some doo-doo.
What the fuck? What the fuck just happened?
How did it culminate in that?
How did we get here?
We were drunk. It was weird. But I was like, that was such a nice, bold thing for him to do. Because like, if I had gone up and sucker punched that guy, I would have gotten fucking killed. Like, I don't know.
Bobby, how did we
I
get
think
here?
people think a sucker punch is gonna be you're gonna one punch the person.
Yeah.
But if you're the type of person that typically is looking to sucker punch someone, I feel like you're not really gonna
That's what
No,
he
I
said.
was not.
Yeah.
I was
one punch man them
yeah.
the type of way you think you're going
Yeah,
to.
no.
That's why he was saying. He's like,
Yeah.
man, I'm probably gonna fucking
Yeah.
unalive myself.
I was just like, the tequila was pumping through the veins. I just turned 21. I was like a young drunk.
Well, this is a beautiful segue. How do you fucking differentiate boldness from recklessness? Like, because I feel like we kind of hit on it, but I want a direct answer. Like, how do you differentiate? Because like, it seems like the boldness that we said that we were doing when we were younger was probably recklessness, and now that we're older, we're actually like being bold.
Because you have zero consequences too. That reminded me the like I'll stab you shit. Reminded me of in sixth grade, we're walking down the bike path, and there was this huge dude riding his bike, and bro, I'm pretty sure this was LC's idea, and he's like, everybody join hands and don't let this guy through.
Oh my god, young
LC.
Oh
We
God.
created LC used to be the mediator for me because I would fight people for no reason just to see if they would like try to do anything to me.
Oh my god.
I would like if there was like a huge person, like I would like jump on their back and try and choke them out, and then I would like just like jump off and like square up just to see if something would happen because I just wanted to fight everybody all the time. If they were like, it seemed more challenging, I would be like, oh, this is gonna be fun. But LC would always come in and be like, Dylan, no, don't do it. But yeah, so we're like joining hands, and the dude on the bike was like, I don't want to like murder these like 12-year-olds. Like, that's not really a thing. He like gets off his bike and like goes all the way around us because we had created like a blockade, but it was hell of us, and we all had like skateboards and shit. And he was like, you guys shouldn't do that. Like, if I rode into you, you would die. And somebody was like, we could beat you with our skateboards and kill you.
Fucking skaters.
to be young and ignorant,
Bro, just so reckless. Yeah, I mean, it's a huge difference, especially in the type of like what we were talking about, like being bold and like stating your mind in a way that's like concise and like can actually like you can have an opinion that sticks with someone, say something that sticks with someone. I mean, you can do some shit that's gonna stick with someone, but like it's not this fucking same. You do some shit like fuck up someone's car or something. It's gonna. I mean, yeah, it's gonna leave a lasting impression on their wallet, but it's not. You know what I mean?
I personally, just trying to collect the information and articulate something useful to say. I think boldness is more impactful than recklessness. Recklessness, I feel like it's a little wild. It's unplanned. But your boldness, even if it's something wild, it's more concentrated. It's more focused. Because it's boldness, not recklessness. Recklessness, you kind of it's like whatever. But when you're being bold, it could be something that's, like you said, unconventional, but you're doing it for a reason. That's what I hear when I hear boldness. It's it's like there's actually some intention behind, some thought behind why you're doing it, and that's why you're making this bold statement, or you're making this bold move, or you making this bold decision. You know,
I like that. It's like premeditated. There's like it's not a thing that is just happening in the midst of chaos.
That's not bold. There's nothing bold about that. Yeah. You know? Unless it's like, protecting somebody you love,
Yeah, that's a good one, because that's bold as fuck.
That's bold as fuck. Like I said, it's like in any situation, it's like, especially like you said, how things are now. It's like any altercation you get in, an argument could be the last argument you have with anyone. So but we still are going to protect the people that we love. So like I said, it's discounted a lot. Men are discounted a lot in that same breath, even if we're de-escalating a situation, but that should never be minimized. Protection and protecting your loved ones and being there for them is like one of the boldest things anybody could do.
Facts. That's hella true.
Yeah, absolutely. Being italic for your loved ones, not as much.
Not so much.
Yeah. but yeah. So what do you guys think are some of the risks and rewards associated with being bold?
Bro, I mean, there's some people who probably are going to hear what I had to say about my opinion on the fucking Beatles and just be like, bro, who the fuck is this guy? You know
I'm
what I mean?
more pissed about the Cardi B thing than the Beatles thing, but
you think so?
Low key.
That's wild.
Just me, bro.
That's wild.
I'm a big Cardi B fan.
Really? If it came down to it, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj?
Cardi B, 100%.
Yeah, me too.
In terms of artistic influence on an entire gender, you think
I'm not
Cardi
talking
B
about I'm talking about what I
like
like more.
Just musically, what you like more.
What I personally prefer to listen to way more Cardi B than Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
okay,
me too.
I don't dislike Nicki Minaj. I'll listen to a song that has Nicki Minaj on it, but I'm not I don't go out of my way. Whereas Cardi B, I'm like, hey, let me put on some Cardi B. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, when Nicki Minaj did the Monster verse, that shit was so fucking incredible. The cartoon voices that she does.
I went back and listened to it because I heard about how great it was, and it was good. That's how I felt about it. That's crazy that you said that, because I was, just randomly I catch Kanye stuff, and I'll watch a clip or listen to somebody speak about something, and somebody, like I said, in that algorithmic thing, somebody brought up
part of that canon.
Yeah. Just how crazy her Monster verse was. And I don't really listen to music anymore because I did it for so long. But I do that. I'll go back and be like, oh, let me check out this moment in history.
Yo, that's really interesting that you said that too. Because when you do music a lot, you only want to hear music that's fucking good. You don't want to hear just random ass music.
Me personally, just being a producer for so long, I don't like music with words. I feel like...
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and it's like I said, this is a personal thing because my brain is hyperactive.
Uh-huh.
So this is something that I've explained to people, and I tell people all the time, I don't see how you can have an original thought when you're listening to other people's thoughts all day.
Huh.
So if I listen to music, I prefer to listen to music that has no words, jazz, classical, instrumentals. I like to hear that because I can still get the same energy, the same vibe, the same movement without somebody else telling me how to feel to this vibe, to this rhythm, to this movement.
I went through a long period of that. I listened to a lot of Kamasi Washington and super fast Thundercat type stuff, and I feel that. I feel that. For me, at a certain point, I think, especially when you hear so many ideas being recycled, so many people let's bring it back to that verse. That verse comes after people were doing a lot of those cartoon voices that she was doing. Wayne had already done those.
But I'm saying
voices.
she got that shit. Hold on, she got that shit from fucking Kim though. Like she was just doing her Kim impression.
I think that, and I think also she's on Young Money at the time. I think she listened to a shitload of Wayne, and I think there's a lot of like bleed in through that. But I do think, like, I think Kim is a good example of some shit that like women specifically hadn't done.
No, and that's why
Yeah.
Kim is more. It's more like she's like a Kim clone to me. She did like I said. I'm not knocking Nicki. Nicki did some amazing shit. She did some amazing work. She did crazy numbers.
Yeah.
But like I said, that is like it was somewhat Kim style, but like brought into the new era.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel that.
Yeah. Okay. This just in from the internet.
Uh-oh.
Local man paralyzed for eating 413 chicken nuggets. Hold on. Comment. So the limit is 412.
Yeah.
Yeah. So be bold. Eat 412 chicken nuggets.
Bro.
But don't go for the 13th because it'll paralyze you.
Yeah, that last one.
Yeah.
Every time.
Don't do it.
How many whole chickens does that like turn into?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
What do you mean,
how many nuggets per chicken?
Yeah,
Do some division here.
Yeah. What did you just ask us, Spinny? Spinny just asked us something. I feel like we didn't answer.
The risks and
Rewards.
rewards associated.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Y'all know we get off subject sometimes because we have better things to talk about than the shit that we want to talk about with you guys. So kiss our grits. Kiss our fucking grits. Risk and I think I spoke on the risk and rewards. It's like there's you can risk your life being bold. Your boldness is can risk your life, but then also it can save someone that you love life. Also, your boldness.
Facts.
So it's like that's the give and take that we provide.
And it can get you. It can, I think, reward wise, like your career. You make bold decisions. Yeah, like you risk maybe losing a job, or you might risk like you might piss someone off, but then you might someone else might recognize it, and you get some crazy advancement. And it
like
pays
I
off,
said, like a lot of people that don't like him, but he made some bold decisions, and it changed.
Yeah.
The automotive field. Elon did a lot of bold shit, and everybody told him he was stupid, and the company fucking sucks, and it's gonna fail, and he's still Eloning, he's still Eloning. So it's like being bold, that it can be high risk because he could have failed, Yeah. It was definitely on the brink multiple times, but that boldness can come with being the second, third richest person in the world. It could get you there too. So it's like,
Bro, he had something super interesting to say. Like a long time ago, they were talking about shapes of cars, and he was like, it doesn't cost more to make a really sexy silhouette for a car than it does to make like a fucking Volvo or some just like completely square piece of shit. Like they send you this chunk of material and you basically just 3D print whatever shape you want the car to be.
And then he made the Cybertruck anyways.
Dude. The Cybertruck we could go either way with, right? It could be one of the lamest, or it could be just one of the crazy coolest.
I'm saying when you see a Cybertruck, it's only a Cybertruck.
Yeah,
like it's nothing else on the road that looks like it.
And you have to have an opinion on it too. That's part of what it's so polarizing. You can't just see one and be like, I don't. Oh,
that's a normal truck.
You know what I mean?
I've seen those before.
Like you for sure care about it, regardless of whether you like it or dislike it, but you have an opinion on it.
You should make something. You should make like a limo that's shaped like a dick next.
Like the fucking Austin Power puns.
Yeah.
Bro, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, what's a good way to handle criticism or backlash from bold decisions? I know you said lick my left nut till it get right, but I don't know if Bobby, if you have any, or
Bobby has a left and right nut. He can use it.
But how do you handle criticism? You do something bold.
You gotta handle. What do you mean?
I would say
you've handled your member before. What do you mean? How you handle it?
Yeah, of course. But
I would say just also like countering it with more boldness in terms of being yourself. Like if you have we were talking about being like kind of like pretentious or like fake. Like if you show your true self and people are like, well, I don't know if I can really fuck with that opinion that you just put out there. You got to handle it like with your true self. Again, you can't back away and be like,
oh, this makes you uncomfortable, so let me be fake.
Let me apologize about my real ass opinion that I just like gave everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my God, my honesty is too much for you. Let me change it. Let me lie to you so you can feel better about it.
You can still have time to apologize for the Beatles thing, by the way. Just as you're saying, that doesn't mean you don't have to apologize for that. But yeah, no, I think sticking to your guns is good. You know, double down. You know.
Like I said, I feel like being authentic to yourself is definitely the better way of going. Yeah. You know, and it's like if somebody has, and then also this is one thing I want people to understand. I can disagree with you and still fuck with you. Yeah. I think people think that if people don't agree with them, then they're against them, and it's like no, it's like no, me and Bobby think different about something. Oh, okay, that's how you think. Well, I think that's wrong. Oh, you think I'm wrong? Okay, well, shit. Let's get a fucking shot of whiskey.
That shit's refreshing too. I don't want people around me who are just gonna be like,
you're right. You're right.
Yes, man.
Totally. I have the exact same opinion.
That's how we think.
Yeah. That shit is toxic. It's super toxic.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. Because those are the people that are stabbing you in the back because you don't know their real opinion. Because all they're trying to do is appease your opinion.
Yeah, exactly. And you could have they could have one opinion 1 second, and then you talk to somebody else about the same shit, and they're like, "Oh, that's interesting because so and so thinks this," and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
I talked about that with them, and they were on my side.
It's like whoever adds the most
whatever way
social value to them is who they're going to agree with in that moment, and you just can't trust people like that.
Yeah,
like I don't care if you're like that. I don't trust you. I don't like you. Stay away from me.
Seeing a lot of shit like that is definitely it's kind of a bummer too when you discover that. I think with people, and I think like opinions can change, like but there is that definite like
with new information, yes.
But there is that contextual like oh like no it wasn't any new information. It wasn't like they experienced something that then changed their opinion. It was like a blatant fake false thing. It's like
I think that's it's extremely common. It's way more common than people who are willing to give you a real ass take. That's
So it's like they just want to be agreeable. They want to be liked, and it like I said, I feel like that fakeness is it's like perpetuating the cycle that they don't want. It's like they're trying to be liked by agreeing with everybody, but then people pick up on it and it makes them a little less likable. Like, they're tolerable because we all have to deal with people like that. Yeah. You tolerate them, but you don't really like them.
Yeah.
And they're trying to do everything they can to get you to like them. And if they would just be themselves, it would make you like likable. Yeah, you'd be so much more likable.
Yeah. No,
it's
true.
Yeah, I feel like and with going back to the like handling criticisms and stuff like that, there is like a boldness that comes with like admitting that, or like being open that like, no, my opinion is this now. Like, I've changed this about BDE. That because of the new, the what?
Yeah.
The what?
You heard me.
I didn't.
Yeah, you like it. I know you do. That's why you're looking at me like that.
The BE what?
Yeah, you looked at me. Yeah.
You said BDE.
What's BDE?
Wow. Don't tell him because he clearly doesn't have any.
Damn.
What's is that like a bondage?
Have you ever watched
or what?
Damn, what is that show called?
Brian Pumper?
No, the fucking the Hulu show that the damn Rick and Morty people made.
Oh, I haven't seen that new one.
Yeah, I can't think of the fucking show. I watched it though, but yeah, they had a whole episode with like Idris Elba and all type of shit, and then one of the aliens was exhibiting BDE, and he like grew itself or made itself a second one, and then it tried to take over the world and shit. It was like it almost destroyed the world. It was like,
bro, Idris Elba had a pro kickboxing fight, and like he used to be like a DJ. That dude's had so many lives. It's so weird to think about.
Yeah. I found out he was British because he did a fucking show, and he was like talking British, and I was like, how the fuck did he learn how to talk?
The Baltimore accent was crazy.
And then I found out that that's his real voice, and the other shit is fake. The shit that I know is fake.
The Baltimore accent on The Wire was crazy good.
Yeah, I heard
really, really good.
I saw some video. I forget the exact story, but he was talking about how like some guy who wanted him to be on the show was like, when you go in for the audition, like don't speak with a British accent, like just do that. And he like tricked everyone into thinking that he wasn't British, and then they found out later. They're like, oh wow, damn.
Bro, there's a character, the boxing coach guy, is based on the dude on my shirt, on Tank Davis's coach, like his actual coach.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like actual, like Baltimore people are like the basis for a lot of those characters.
Yeah. I've heard that. That's probably why the show was so epic.
Yeah, it was a pretty raw show. Except for season 2 with all the union.
No, but that's a part of it. You got.
I liked it, but it's definitely like it was better like on a second watch through once you kind of know. The first time I was like,
that's very true, because the first time I was like, we were wasting
like,
time.
Who the fuck are these people? Why
are we gonna go back to? Are we gonna go back to the characters that I like developed so much? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, do you think some people are born with boldness, or is it a learned trait?
I think you're born with the type of boldness that we were talking about before, where it's more like recklessness. I think I think boldness is like the type of like real ass opinions type shit that we were talking about before. I think that's kind of more learned, because you don't really know yourself. I mean, you can say some shit that you know is gonna push buttons, but it might not be a real opinion. It might just be that you know that that's like very like counterculture thing to say. Yeah. But you don't really mean that shit, or you don't really understand what comes with what you're saying. Yeah. You know, so
on that, what would either of y'all have any like pointers or advice or exercises, practices that maybe the not so bold could use to help cultivate their own boldness, besides just being authentic, being yourself, obviously, but like how little changes that people can make, tapping into that.
I think the main thing people need to work on is I feel like a lot of people make decisions based off of what they think other people are thinking. And I want everyone to know right now, you have no idea what people are thinking. Because if you think you know what I'm thinking, you're not thinking.
What about psychics?
I'm saying I know a few psychos, and they're cool. Like, they're cool people, Except that guy that had a lamp on with all his blinds closed. That guy's fucking crazy. He's fucking ill. Sick in the head. Living in a fucking wooden cave. Like, what the fuck was
I want to hear more about this after the show.
That shit was fucking creepy, bro. Like I said, and I was just like dropping shit, and I'm like, oh yeah, here. But then it's like, just my Oakland brain analyzing my surroundings immediately. I was like, okay, a lamp on, it's hella dark in there. It's like, and then he's just like, yeah, here. I was like, yeah, let me hurry up and leave before I end up being one of the bodies. So I'm gonna go.
Shit.
Yeah, have a good day, sir. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, that's like my main thing is like, stop worrying about what other people think and put more emphasis on what you think, what you care about, what matters to you.
Yeah.
And when you put that out, you'll find more people who think, believe, and love the same way that you do. But when you're trying to morph yourself to fit into certain situations, you're just causing yourself more anguish and anxiety.
That's so true. Not to bring this into too like political a sphere, but it seems like the people that get the most upset when they hear about like super rich people getting taxed are some like motherfucker that's making like $30K a year, and they're so offended at the idea that socialism, it's like, it's trying to help you, bro. Like, how dare you tax Bezos? And it's like, I mean, there's all this presumption that I'm in line with this person's opinion, and their opinion is real as fuck. So now I'm a part of this person's camp, and
I agree with them on something else, and so then it's like, oh, like they're they're saying this and I like that thing, and like so then I'll like overlook all the actual
lot of it
fundamental
is-
stuff that actually matters.
Yeah, a lot of it is
yeah.
just like
I see what you're saying.
you hear a few opinions from the person that you agree with, and you haven't thought about the rest of the shit. You haven't actually developed your own opinion on it, but you know that that's how this person feels, and you agree with a lot of what they're saying, so you probably are going to go with that. You know what I mean? And I think now, especially, we got social media, we get so many opinions. Yeah.
Can I ask Benny a question right quick? Go for it. All right, good looking.
What are you gonna ask me?
Hey, Spinny.
Yeah.
Hey, my co-host.
Yeah. What's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up with it?
I want to know something.
What do you want to know?
Something I've never asked you before, and I'm gonna ask you. Oh, so what's after before? Is it like D3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna ask you D3 because I've never asked you this before, so I'm gonna ask you at D3.
Okay.
You ever pop the tag on some cat?
Malcolm didn't come with a tag.
No.
She just followed us home one day.
Bro, I'm trying to be better at, because people say that I say the slang word for vagina too much. So I was
pussy?
trying. Yeah.
The silence was
So
huge.
I was trying not to say slang vagina.
Okay, so what's the
Slang
question though?
vagina.
What popped the tag?
Have you ever popped the tag on some cat?
What does that mean? Is that like, does that have to do with the BDE thing?
No.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
I can
Bobby,
answer it.
do you know?
I haven't. I haven't.
You never popped the tag on some cat?
No.
See, I think Bobby thinks something different than what I'm saying this for.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
No,
I haven't.
no.
I haven't though.
No. I'm not even saying that. I know
Wait,
what you think
what?
I'm saying, and I'm not saying that.
What are you?
What are you saying?
I'm saying this is the boldness episode. So how
I'm
does
gonna
it
Google popped a tag right
So
now.
no one. This is a me thing.
You're gonna come up with. It's gonna come up with Macklemore lyrics.
It's gonna be something about fucking popped a tag, bro. That is not what I said.
What's up? Pop some tags. When a cool dude's shopping, the removal of the tags is a remarkable event. Oh, so like, do you mean like someone's first time?
That's what he thought I was meant, but
no,
I don't-
I thought you meant just paying for it.
Oh, see, this is lost in translation. I love this.
Okay.
I love when things are lost in translation, and that's why I like to be vague first. Because I like to hear. I love hearing humans' original thoughts. But no,
Okay.
this is something that I made up dealing with somebody, and it just became like, it was just something I kind of like said to be cool, and then it became like a thing. It was like a funny thing, but it just meant like so I'll tell a story. It's a quick one. Basically, I was fucking with this chick, right, and she was like coming over or something, and she like running some errands or something like that, and just being funny, I was like, don't bring me that all day pussy. Like you better not bring me no fucking all day pussy. I was like, I like to pop the tag on my pussy, so you better get, if you gonna come over here, you either shower before you get here or shower when you get here. Because I like to pop the tag on the pussy. I don't want no all day pussy. So it just means, like I said, I'm sure we all have, but it just means you guys are free to use it. It just means some fresh pussy, freshly clean pussy. Just getting some freshly clean pussy. That's
Then
all.
yes, yeah, I have.
Definitely.
We all have it. Yeah. But but you see,
Now, have you
how
ever-
long we
but-
had this conversation.
but have-
and if I would have explained that in the beginning, it would make the conversation short. So
Now follow up, Alex. Have you ever not popped the like it was?
yeah, I had a. Oh well, because that would out people. Yes, I have. I've definitely.
Yeah,
I've definitely.
Yeah,
I've definitely tried on something at the. Yeah,
at the Goodwill.
yeah,
I was about to say.
yeah.
Ross.
Some tags at the thrift store.
Yeah. I've definitely been to the thrift store. I've been to the thrift store. It's not somewhere I visit often, but when I'm close to someone, sometimes we visit the thrift store, and then we go pop the tag. It's a thing that happens. Not often, but it's happened. It's happened to me one time. I went to the thrift store and I didn't pop the tag. I was like, yeah, you can keep that. I don't want that item. That item can stay here.
Oh my god.
Did not go to the register with that joint. Yeah. Didn't walk out the store with that. I was like, oh yeah, it's ketchup stains on this now.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like when you're in like a long term thing, it's such a vibe to like shower together beforehand. That's just fun.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but still, it's like you shower beforehand, then you got to shower after because of the mess. It's like I like that. I do like that. Like I'll do a quick one, knowing that we're about to do it, and then get back in after, and
Do the serious one.
Yeah. Like oh, let me wash your hair, all that shit,
Yeah.
But it's like I see where this is going. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me just wash off the day stank.
Yeah.
And then let's have some fun. And then it's like okay, yeah. Like, can you get my back for me? All that.
I like
that
bringing
jazz.
the day stink because I feel like it has more pheromones, so it draws them into the musk.
What?
What, you guys don't agree with me?
Spinny just says anything, bro.
Has anybody confirmed that they also like that? Or is that just you just
I mean, it's like a scientific
it's just
theory.
gone well so far.
It's
so
still kind of like a gone well is kind of a pretty subjective way to put it, but no,
a
it's,
little loosely.
yeah, it's definitely like an ongoing, scientific hypothesis experiment.
This is part
theory.
of BoldNESS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to make bold decisions.
So
Be bold with your musk.
How musky you can go.
All musk, no Elon.
Yeah. So I'm glad we got to this point because this kind of ties into another question that I just thought of.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think boldness affects like interpersonal relationships? Like, maybe with your significant other. Like, how do you think your boldness or her boldness, affects your relationship?
I think it's super important because from day one, I'm just real as fuck with her. You know what I mean? Like I don't really say or do shit that I don't mean just to like appease, trying to make things super comfortable. Like we definitely disagree on shit, but we're both like very real with one another and like very passionate, like emotional people. And I think that like is such a huge, there's no like opinion that I have that she just is completely unaware of and would be like, oh, that's how you really feel about this? Well, like, fuck, I don't know. You know what I mean? And I think that's super crucial in terms of like, also just people in general. Like that comes back to how like fucking unpleasant it is when someone just has their I'm gonna appease you with this opinion that may or may not be some real shit. Yeah,
patronize
just
you,
like fuck.
all of that shit.
Yeah,
yeah, and I agree with you. I think it's important for people, especially in the social media days that we are in, where everybody has an opinion and everybody's hearing everybody's opinion, and they're trying to implement other people's opinion on their opinions of shit.
Yeah,
I think everybody needs to realize that we all are here like experiencing life together, man. And it's like we need to understand that you can disagree with somebody and still be very close to them. Like you don't have to agree with everything for you and somebody to be best friends, because if you think like that, as soon as something little, it's like, oh bitch, you drink Sprite, I drink Coke. Yeah. Now you feel like you guys don't have that connection anymore because you based it on some unrealistic ass expectations that you guys like and do everything the same.
That's true. And especially like a lot of the people that I feel like I'm closest with, I have crazy different opinions than them on certain things, and it doesn't change the way that I feel about them. If anything, it's more important because I know that they're being fucking real about the thing that we're disagreeing about.
Yeah, they genuinely feel that way. And like I said, that's what I'm big on. I'm big on people being genuine. I'm big on people being authentic. I'd rather you be you, and I hate the you that you're being, but it's really you. I'd rather fuck with you. I'd rather fuck with that person. The person there, like, bruh, like, I hate all that shit you doing, but it's the shit you really do. Mm-hmm. I'd rather be around you than somebody that's just like, oh yeah, Alex, I agree. Yeah, I agree with you, Alex. You're so smart.
And you definitely need that with creative stuff too. Like if if you're just surrounded by yes men, you're not going to hear any criticisms or feedback that's going to like you know, maybe you won't agree with it and you won't change anything, but sometimes you'll hear someone be like, oh, you know what? Fuck you, but yeah, maybe I should clean that up or change that
that's
something,
an opinion. Like that's something I can digest.
To bring it back, to like how we started the thing with like talking about music. There's so much that's like people are unwilling to hate because it may be negative, but like hating can lead to positivity. If I genuinely don't fucking like something that's happening in the like musical space, I'll for sure be like very vocal about it, because like that'll make some sort of wave at some point where the person may decide to change this thing that's fucking horrible. You know?
Yeah. I agree, because there's certain things going on in music right now, and I'm not going to put it on this podcast, but I've articulated to people why I don't agree with, like I said, something that's really popular right now, but I've articulated to multiple people on why I don't like it or agree with it. And like I said, it's being played, so at times I catch myself singing, you know, lyrics from it or whatever the case may be, but I've articulated to people just so they have that understanding of it also, because it's like you probably don't see it from this angle, but I do, because I've been in it from multiple different angles. I've been in the music industry. I've produced. I've done a lot of this shit. I watch the way I watch songs. It's not like people, because a lot of people come to me and like, that shit was hot. That's the hottest shit on the streets, and I'm like, no, it wasn't. And they're like, yes, it was. I said, nope. Hold on, let me. Billboard. Oh, it wasn't even on Hot 100. It was only on the R&B and rap chart. Yeah, it was listened to, but it wasn't moving. It wasn't moving like that. Not like you think it is. It's just people think that everything that happens to them and their friends is the only thing happening in the world. And the world is so much bigger than your friend group. So the shit that you and your friend group like has no real tie-in to what the world is going through, or what the world is experiencing, or what the world is hearing.
Yeah, there's dudes out here living in basements with one lamp, fucking bodies in the basement. They're not listening to that. He might be, but he's probably
no. He's definitely not. He's like listening to Doja Cat.
Wow, dude. You okay? So now we got the Cardi and the Doja.
What?
Wow.
But that was a compliment. I said he's listening to Doja Cat. He's watching Doja Cat videos
while he murders people
with the screen off.
I think to bring that back too, though, like some of the shit that is the most popular also is not necessarily the best. Some of that shit that you're talking about, like where people think like this is the biggest thing that's happening, there are probably some people thinking that about like O3 Greedo, and his shit is the hardest. Probably, you know, from like my perspective, or like EBK Backdo. Like if we checked, or like EBK J-Bo, like if we checked like numbers wise, I bet they have songs that have like 8 million plays probably. Mm-hmm. That doesn't take away that's not going to be on
Billboard
Hot 100.
Yeah.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that those like members of EBK probably right now in terms of Bay Area music have the realest shit to say. Like in my opinion, the shit that I've heard come out of the Bay right now, like that shit is very real. Like the lyrical content is very real. So, I mean, I think numbers do matter. What the number of records that you're moving matters for sure in terms of your money, but
it's about impact though. That's how I see it. It's like impact is like how many people did this touch? Like you said, it's not saying that if one person heard your song and it changed their life, your song isn't anything, but it is like it's just how was it spreading, you know.
I see what you're saying. People's perception of how big something is, because they're only talking to that insular group of friends,
and they all like the same thing. Yeah, so it's like, oh, this is it. Like even 21 Savage spoke on it. He's like, man, he said, I know niggas in the hood. You can't tell them that Future ain't bigger than Drake, because that's what they know. That's what they was raised on. That's their culture. So Future is the biggest artist they've ever known. And I had an argument with my homie one time. Well, it wasn't really an argument, but I was explaining something to him, because, like I said, I was in music, so I look at music differently. And I'm in Georgia kicking it with him. We kicking it, right? And some fucking Moneybag Yo shit come on, right? and Moneybagg Yo shit come on or whatever, and then some Megan Thee Stallion shit come on, and I'm like, man, this bitch. This is when she was getting going. I'm like, man, this bitch is doing numbers. He's like, oh, you talking about Moneybagg Yo, bitch? I said no. I said Megan, Moneybagg Yo is Megan's nigga, like because her numbers. He's like, nah, blood, I'm out here and I'm telling you, bro, everywhere I go, Moneybagg Yo. I said, man, bro, let me explain something to you. And I broke down the numbers. I showed him the Billboard charts. I'm like, her songs are 10x in his songs.
That's when she should have won a Grammy.
Yeah, I'm like, her songs are 10x in his songs, bro. I'm like, I understand that, like, we in the South and what was being played is one thing, but it's like there's more than just the South, bro. I'm like, you here right now. I feel like, and the world is bigger than that, and her numbers are showing that she's bigger than just this area.
That's hella interesting. I feel like I've always been so ignorant to what is going on in the broader scope of things that, like, if you had asked me in like 2018 who the biggest artist was, like probably like, or maybe 2006, like Gucci Mane. 100%.
Yeah. Gucci took over 06. Yeah, for sure.
Future, I definitely would have been like, yeah, Future's way more Pluto, like way more influential than Drake, way more pop. I have like no like idea what's going on in terms of like Billboard stuff until I actually look at it. My presumption is always like, this shit, if I hear it and I think it's like way more impactful or just like better, I'll be like, oh, this. My hope, at least, is that it'll grow.
But I'm saying that's how every human is.
Yeah.
It's not a you thing, and it's just my thing is going to that. You know, it's like oh, okay, well, they track the numbers, they track the spins, they track what's. I know that I travel, so it's like, oh, I went to Georgia and I heard this song. I went to Portland and I heard this song. I went to Houston and I heard this song. You hear this song in Georgia and in Florida when you in Georgia and Florida, and it's like the main thing they're playing there.
Yeah.
But when I move around, I hear that other shit too.
Got you. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like my perspective on it, because I'll go as far as to be like, call somebody, because I know people everywhere. I'm like, hey man, have you heard? Do people really be listening to that? Like even I bounce stuff off my daughter's ears. I'm like baby. Like, I asked her about Ice Spice. I said, is y'all really listening to Ice Spice? She's like, yeah, people listen to Ice Spice. She's like, I don't, but like, yes. I was like, because I was like, how is Ice Spice? She makes horrible music, but how is she still relevant? And
that's hella funny. Because I work with kids. I work at a gym. And the shit, like, I'll ask the kids sometimes, like, do you guys really listen to this? And there's so many kids whose favorite artists are, like, Ice Spice, NLE Choppa, shit that, like, we... Yeah. Absolutely.
I've never like, I know NLE Choppa, but I've never really heard like a hit track like, oh yeah, that's that one. Yeah. But like you said, he has a following.
Favorite shit.
Like
them.
One of
they don't have a perception too. It's the same way. All the people their age are listening to the specific music, so they're assuming
that's the biggest shit in the world.
Shit. Yeah.
You think you the shit, but you only a fart.
That bar is so funny. The fact that that's the name of the song too, like parentheses fart. So funny.
I think we're getting towards the end here.
Okay.
But I don't know if you want to ask this last one,
bro.
You want me to ask the last one?
No, you fucking changed it. That's not the fucking question.
This is a great question.
Oh, I thought it was a typo.
No.
Okay, that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
What?
so
I have no idea what that means.
So hey,
I thought it was a typo.
This is what we do. This is what we do. I'm here for this shit, okay? So, Bobby, before we get you out of here, I need to ask you one fucking question, bro. Have you ever been pass fished?
Yo. I'm just going to ask you to explain it. I'm not even going to try and guess, because I guessed on the pop a tag on some pussy. I was completely wrong.
Everybody can guess if they want to.
Is it like... Because I thought it was catfish. I thought you meant catfish, and it was like a phone typo. But you said pass fish. So is it like someone... like catfishes you, but it's someone that you've already gotten with?
No.
In the past. Okay. Then I have no idea.
You ready?
Yeah.
This is pass fishing, okay? There's catfishing and there's pass fishing.
Okay.
And pass fishing is... It can only happen on the internet. Okay? Well, just like catfishing, which is why they correlate. That's why it's pass fishing. Pass fishing is you like getting at a chick or trying to like talk to her or whatever the case may be based off of her pictures. And then you like get in a good conversation with her and you like, all right, let's meet up. And you guys have been communicating a lot. And then you realize the pictures you were looking at were fucking like 2-3 years old and she's like 30 pounds bigger.
Oh,
Very interesting.
You know, or her hairdo is totally different. You like, oh man, I like her hair and how this is. And that was fucking
Very
6 years ago. You know, like she's just a totally different person. She has a tattoo on her face now. And so you got past fish. You looked at all those old, you went, you do the scroll like, oh yeah, I can do this, you know, and you didn't realize that some of those reposts of pictures were just old pictures. So have you ever been past fish?
So like, I met my fiance online on Hinge, and on her profile, all the pictures were like super recent. But when I was going through that phase of like going on Hinge and like looking at people, a lot of people have some real old pictures, and sometimes they'll put the date on the picture, and it's like, this is not even remotely relevant. Like a picture from 2018 doesn't tell me, it might be a cool memory for you, but it does not tell me anything about what you look like relative
what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was before the pandemic, bro. Like things have changed. And I had made a post about it because I made up the term, and I made a post about it, and I was like, blood, we need to like audit people's like Facebooks and Instagrams, bro. It's like I was like, bro, that's not your hairline anymore. Sis, that's not your waistline anymore. So we need to update this shit.
Yeah.
So, but answer the question: have you ever been pass fished online?
No.
Okay.
No.
Spinny, you ever been pass fished?
a little bit where they were like a little heavier, but it wasn't too much of an issue. You know, I'm down with the thickness, so it wasn't much of an issue for me.
Maybe I have, like, I mean, I got catfished, and the person looked so different when I met up with them in person.
Maybe that was a pass fish instead of a catfish?
Yeah. But it was so weird. Like, I met them in downtown Oakland, and I really just was like, I have to be 100 with you. This was so long ago. I was like, you do not look like your pictures. I would be down to like talk to you for a little bit, just hang out, but this isn't like going anywhere. And she was just mad butthurt and just left.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, bet.
Good. Like, that works.
Yeah,
that
it's
works.
funny. My relative of mine had a similar story that he showed up to a day and it was like completely like older pictures, and he was just like, yeah, you don't look like your pictures. I don't want to do it. Like, you say in your profile you're looking for like someone who values like honesty and this and that. He's like, you're not being honest by bringing me here with these fucking pictures, so I'm leaving. And she was pissed, but there's false advertising.
It's better to do that, I feel like, than, I mean, it brings it back to our whole fucking thing. It's better to be honest and yourself about your opinion on the whole situation. Yeah. Otherwise, you just like hanging out with someone who catfished you and you're kind of butthurt the entire time. You're not going to really be that cool to be out on a fucking date with. Like, you're going to be like annoyed the whole time.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, that's it. We've been going an hour and a half. That was a nice little lengthy one. We got a couple little things we got to do here, though, Alex.
Yeah. Which one we want to do first?
Well, I think that I should give him something and have him shine something. Let's
Okay,
do this.
we do that first.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Bobby, we appreciate you coming on and doing this. Like, we have a list of Ness that we have to get to, and BoldNESS was not on our list.
Yeah,
so we appreciate you adding something to it.
Don't know how we missed that one.
Yeah, and then when he said it, I was like, that's a fucking great one. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I was thinking of things that related to music, and then just like was trying to find something that actually ended in Ness, and I was like, this is a cool one. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
I bet.
Ness Culture Clothing that funds all of this going on here. We like to always give our guests something for coming on and shooting the shit with me and Spinny, because me and Spinny could just be in here beating each other off, but we're glad that you came here to shoot the shit with us.
This shit's fun for sure.
Yeah.
So I liked it.
So here is a pair of red Ness Culture socks with a happiness sticker, and this sticker we give people the sticker to let them know that this is a reminder to always choose happiness.
I love that.
Yeah. Most definitely. So, but wait, there's more.
Oh shit! The way you're doing that.
Oh, what? My bad. Is that better? All right, now I got it. Yeah, got it going there. So, this is the What's Your Ness vodka bottle.
Okay.
And we have all our guests sign the. Bro, I had to learn how to take this shit off without giving myself ink poisoning.
You always put it on yourself?
No, but just the last 2 times I have.
Bet.
Am I gonna die? What's in this? I need to read the ingredients. Yeah, sign anywhere you want to. Pretty much.
I'll sign it.
Yeah.
Hey, but alcohol is haram though.
It's a what?
It's haram. You can't drink alcohol.
Oh, yeah, no, it's
But
not. It's not
I'll
to drink.
sign it.
Yeah.
But I'll sign it. But I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's not for drink. That's for. This is.
I just needed to have that opinion be.
That's only oxygen in there. It's not.
Yeah.
Are you Muslim? Oh.
Yeah. So.
Hey, look at this guy right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of crazy stuff that happens with alcohol. I think it's one of those ones that it makes a lot of sense for it to be not so much of a thing.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah, those
especially in
spirits.
America.
Yeah, those spirits get into you.
Yeah.
Change you into a weirdo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I know all about that.
I've seen it.
We've seen it. Great. Any final things to add, Alex, before we get out of here?
Came here off of like 4 hours of sleep.
Damn.
Yeah, like I went to sleep at 2. I woke up at 6. Didn't have to do anything till 8, but I woke up at 6. So
It was the same deal for me today.
yeah. So then I had shit to do. So then I did all of that shit, and then I was like, okay, I'll be able to have a break and I'll take a nap or something before we shoot, and I couldn't. So
That's what I always do when I'm supposed to take a nap.
Yeah.
I always have it be like a part of the day where I'm like, this would be a great idea, really responsible of me to take a nap right here, and I just never fucking do it.
yeah, like I said, I didn't have the time to take the nap, so I just did the boldest thing I could do, and I showed up and I fucking killed it. You know, you guys saw that. Y'all saw all that boldness I was exuding
through,
out of every pore,
crushed it.
every orifice. You know, you guys saw that.
No.
You know, because I'm just the boldness. I'm the boldness king. Okay, you know, like I'm Alexander the Bold. You know, so when you're out here and you're doing all the bold shit that Alexander the Bold does on the What's Your Ness podcast, I want you to always choose happiness, because it's like, how else would you choose happiness without choosing boldness? Like, choosing happiness should be choosing boldness, because in choosing boldness, you're doing things that make you happy, that you feel affects you the most, that you feel matters the most to you. So choose happiness, show happiness by exhibiting boldness. So from Spinny, Alexander the Great, and Ness Culture, always choose happiness by choosing boldness.
That was a great sign off.
And pop some
was
tag on that
perfect.
pussy. Yeah, thank you all for joining. We will see you on the next one.
Hey, bro, I'm not doing any more podcasts with 3 dudes, bro. This is kind of like, it's kind of like sus, bro. Like, I think Bobby was giving me the eye at one point, man.
Well, especially when you're really cranking that thing, he was getting. Oh wait, you know we're still on.
Oh shit.